week. It's about being brave. It's about executing our game plan. It's Crystal Palace who kick us off, kicking from left to right in this first period. Remember, for all the latest fixtures, ticket information, make sure to sign up to the world of women's football. Click the link at the top of the YouTube description for those watching online to sign up. There's also behind the scenes content, exclusive competitions, and the chance to vote in the Barclays monthly awards. Tottenham forward with an early attack in this game, and an effort comes in from distance. And for the home goalkeeper, Milamai Mayasari, a nice early touch of the ball. Amanda Nilsson getting the first effort on goal. I'd say not troubling the goalkeeper, but with this kind of weather, these kind of conditions, everything is going to be extra challenging for these players today. The referee, by the way, is Lucy May, took charge of Manchester United 7-0 FA Cup win against West Brom last time out. Last took charge of Palace's 3-2 win against Charlton back in November 2021. Last time she took charge of Tottenham, a 3-0 defeat away to Manchester United in October 2022. She's yet to show a red card in her WSL career. As the ball is headed out by Hunt for a Crystal Palace throw level, with the edge of the penalty area taken quickly by Sharp and closed down, but Tottenham will try and play their way out of danger. Ball is chipped over the top into the box. Nobody there though, waiting for the delivery from the former Tottenham player, Josie Green. 11 points separate these two sides. Tottenham 6th and Palace bottom. The ball is played out for a throw-in. Palace just a point from safety. Spurs 10 points off the top 3 and a European qualification position. We'll be looking at this game as a minimum of getting a victory if they are to try and surge up the table in the second half of this season and challenge for those positions at the top. It's played out short by Kopp. But Villahan in the build-up to this game appreciates that this Palace team are much changed from the side they faced on the opening day of the season. They did have a tough start. They came up against Chelsea as well, but he says they've got the quality in the squad. They've strengthened. He's well aware of some of their players, worked with Clarissa Larissé in his managerial career with Hekian. And he spent 6 months together before he made the move to Tottenham. It's a poor ball played out from the back, and they could be in trouble here. It wasn't punished. Beth England, well, a player of her quality will be disappointed with that one. It was a gift-wrapped opportunity. It lacked any real power, though, and it was straight at the goalkeeper. Once again, Crystal Palace only able to name 6 substitutes this afternoon, compared to the 9 on the bench for Tottenham. Kopp plays the ball out short to Bartrup. Gets it back from Nilden. Intercepted though, and looking for opportunities to get the cross into the box, and a really good chance spilled by the goalkeeper. Lexi Potter, the 18-year-old, set up perfectly for her. It was a really, really good cutback, and they couldn't make the most of the opportunity. Unknown Chelsea player got the shot in on goal. It caused problems for Kopp, who couldn't keep hold of it, but nobody there for the follow-up. But 2 chances at both ends of the pitch, setting the tone early in this game. Pass out from the back by Green is out for a Tottenham throw. Palace may well have struggled for goals in the WSL this season, but they did have a morale-boosting 6-1 victory against Sheffield United in the FA Cup. As England plays a clever ball through, but the whistle had already gone. With a clash against Newcastle to come next month in the 5th round. Palace have never reached the quarter-final stage before. Just 1 point and 1 goal in their last 5 WSL home matches. Many Yeovil have won fewer points, no side scoring fewer goals after as many matches on home turf in the competition. Nilden assesses her options. Another throw for Tottenham, a little further down the field, which the Swede who joined the club initially from Juventus exactly a year ago takes this time, headed back forward by Barclays. Counter-attacking opportunity though could be on there. Crystal Palace here, it's played back into defence for Green. Angle ball is played forward and they could be through on goal here, but again the flag is up. Ashley Weirden thought she was bearing down on goal then, didn't quite time it quickly enough. Get the feeling that she is going to be an important player in this second half of the season. She's had so much success with Twente through the books at Ajax in the Netherlands. Thomas wants the ball into feet. Didn't quite play the pass quickly enough, but it is a Tottenham throw in. Oroff into the channel, but they'll see this one out for a goal kick. Nolan comfortably deals with that one at the back. Scoring has been a little bit of a problem for Tottenham as well. But Villarm is happy with the number of chances they're creating. That's why it's not a concern, he says, long term for him, because he feels they just need to find a better flow with the way that they're playing. Also had special praise for Martha Thomas this week, who got on the score sheet against her old club West Ham in the League Cup. Work rate, which she's contributed to the team, hasn't always been rewarded this season anyway in terms of volume of goals. Nilden now cuts in field and plays it back to Barclays. Kopp, Dutch international, he's played at 2 World Cups. Plays it out short, and a free kick is given for the foul. Mighty. Down the line, helped on its way by Thomas, and it's threaded through for England to give chase. Everett, as the 2 captains lock horns, gets it back to her goalkeeper. Naisari has featured in the League Cup this season for Palace. She joined the club back in August. Shanahan is a torrid timing goal. Thomas wanted to open up and get the shot away. The foul was spotted by the referee and play has been called back. Has been something of an adjustment. Laura Kaminski talking about it in the build-up to this game. The championship title winners last season, used to winning games every week, switching from that winning mindset to facing a league of such intensity. It has taken a period of adjustment for Crystal Palace. She says she's incredibly proud, though, of how the players have handled that challenge. A credit to their mentality and their work ethic, and having signed a couple of full internationals, the likes of Clarissa Larisi, hoping to raise the bar and use that first half of the season experience to kick on in the second half of the campaign. They're by no means cut short. And they will take heart from the fact that it took an own goal and a solitary goal for Tottenham to overcome Leicester last weekend. Palace come forward on the attack here. It's Cole goalwards and dips. Only just over the crossbar. It was a decent effort. Molly May sharp. Great technique to bend the ball towards goal. Off target though. It's been a bright start to this game from Crystal Palace though. England. It's up in the channel by Vinberg. Tries to get Neildon on the overlap. Good defending from Green to see that one out. The supporters behind that goal felt there may well have been a foul there. The referee calls Amanda Neildon over for a little word, but nothing more than that. Trip gets it back from Hunt. Borough, such a great passing range on the ball in midfield. Sets Tottenham forwards on the attack, but it was a heavy touch from Vinberg. And Mayasari, who's certainly comfortable with the ball at feet, gets it clear. So goes down, referee allows play to go on though. It's a deep cross into the box and it is the opening goal. And it was finished off with ease by Beth England. Beth England comfortably finishing the header. And for all of Crystal Palace's early endeavour, cross into the box was finished from close range, and 1-0 Tottenham leads. WSL's Player of the Year 5 years ago. Euro 2022 winner with England. And a player who hit 8 goals for Tottenham in all competitions last season. Heads them in front this afternoon. Palace look for an immediate response. It was just overrun as the short pass was played in. Neville put under pressure. She does well to get the ball clear. Then there was a slip at the back from Thomas, and play goes on, and it's a Crystal Palace throw. Cheeky. England trying to put pressure on Nolan. Nolan does well to get away from the challenge, and that was a big challenge that came in as well. We may well see the first booking of the game there. And it is. It's Rasso who walks away smiling, but I don't think she can have too many complaints about that one. Got the player and little of the ball. Crystal Palace are the only team this season in the WSL yet to score a headed goal this season. Also yet to score from a corner. But they have a set-piece opportunity here. And it's Green and Woodham who stand over the ball. Woodham delivers left-footed. Tottenham head the ball clear, and then England gets it away. Only as far as Stengel. Tries to shape to shoot, and Tottenham clear their lines. Stengel on the ball again, but runs into traffic, and it may be a breakaway opportunity for Tottenham here. Thomas is on a check back. Free kick is conceded again by Rasso. Ballon d'Or winner, vastly decorated player. Today is one of those games you feel it's not going to be so much about quality, but roll his sleeves up, coping with these conditions, which you can see from the feed here. It's absolutely relentless wind and rain. Vinberg. Delightful ball play through, but England couldn't quite bring it under control. Sorry, gets it back and almost loses the ball there. She was under pressure from Thomas, and Tottenham can come forward again. Delightful crossfield ball for Sharp. Gets the ball into the channel. Weirden does really well to retrieve the ball, and it's cut back by Sharp. Nobody there to pick up the pieces. Palace pick things up again with Green, who goes back. Plays it through and forward with Nilden here. Nilden crosses towards the far post. England's the only player in a white shirt arriving in the box. Neville makes the overlapping run. Instead, Rasso goes back. Seven points from their last 3 WSL matches for Tottenham. It has been a good start to the year for them, the same number they recorded in their opening 8 league matches of the season. As the cross comes in looking for another England header. That's where the first goal came from. Not this time though. But we do have the first corner of the afternoon as we reach the midway stage of the first half. Attention turns to more cup football for Tottenham in midweek. A trip to Everton in the FA Cup, a rearranged game from earlier this month. The winners will face Chelsea on the 9th of February. Ball is played in, and again it's a header, and again it's Beth England. A set-piece goal for Tottenham. And, well, as we approach the midway stage of the first half, they're cruising now. And once again, Crystal Palace couldn't deal with the ball into the box. And England punishes them once more. Sixth goal of the season. And well, Crystal Palace, having started the game with promise, and even after conceding the first, got into some good positions in the final thirds, are really up against it. Cop. Wayward pass will hold up in these wet conditions and allow the goalkeeper to play the ball out to Nilden. Nilden, much travelled player. Featured in virtually every game for Spurs last season, bar an ankle injury towards the back end of the campaign. Everett. I'm sorry. Certainly not the best of conditions at all for goalkeepers today, but I have to say, absolutely nothing she could have done from her side of things with either of those goals, really. He rejoined Palace from Anderlecht in the summer. Won the Belgian title with them last season. Again, very different set of circumstances here. England battles away for the ball. Tottenham come away with it. No free kick is given. Bar trip. England now turns provider. Lovely technique to thread the ball through. Cross into the penalty area is turned away. It was Winberg with the delivery. Stengel now does well to touch the ball past her marker and set himself off on a positive run towards goal. Lays it off, now works her way into the area, and the effort comes in. Really well held by the goalkeeper. Lily Woodham struck that ferociously. Again, you're just looking for a spill or anything to drop their way. Wayward pass, almost picked up. Everett tried to thread that one through. Katie Stengel now. And then Potter worked the ball out wide. Green. A lovely turn and a lovely run into the box as well. What a goal this could be. Still Tottenham can't clear their lines, and that looked like a big penalty shout there. Gagel went down. The referee wasn't interested at all, but it looked like she was cleaned out from this angle. Tottenham's manager right on the edge of his technical area. Outside of his technical area, barking instructions. FA Cup finalists last season. He's been talking about the need to bring in a technical director this week as Tottenham look to take themselves to the next level, become stronger and close the gap on those teams they're aspiring to be competing with this season. Bree Campos joined the coaching staff recently. Still got the likes of Vicky Jepson and Terry Suckling, Anton Blackwood on the staff as well. At the moment, they find themselves in exactly the same position in which they finished last season. 6th place. It's only the second time they finished in the top 6 in a WSL campaign. Hunt did well under pressure to head that one out for a throw. Ball is threaded through. Tried to cut it back there, it's overrun, but they have got runners in the box now. But it was horribly off target in the end. It was an awkward one for Vinberg. Ball just ran away as he tried to take it on the left foot. And it remains 2-0 with 15 minutes to go until half-time. 33 goals Crystal Palace have now conceded this season and counting. By far and away the most in the league. West Ham, the next one behind them with 24. Then Tottenham actually with 23. England plays it back into defence, and Tottenham will try and build again from the back. Down the line it goes, a back heel though, and it's eventually picked up, and Tottenham can build something here. England, who's on a hat-trick, this time tries to thread a ball through herself. England, who's playing a little deeper now. Nilden. Ingberg plays it back into defence, and maybe Tottenham just happy to weather this storm, so to speak, and see the half out. Did really well under pressure there. Green, two Tottenham players around her, but she calmly plays it out, and Stengel. Everett brings it forward, but then goes back and almost, well, does get a team in trouble in the end. It's overrun, and a bit of a sloppy passage of play there from Palace. A Tottenham throw which is taken quickly. Tottenham without the leading chance creator in the WSL so far this season. 14 chances created by Drew Spence. Also had more shot involvements, I should say, 33, than any other Tottenham player in the team. Spurs have been comfortable, if not spectacular, in this first period. But they've done what they've needed to do to give themselves a 2-0 advantage. Palace, though, trying to find a route back into the game. Kopp has time on the ball to assess her options at the back. Vinberg now with that chance, a ball that was played across to make it 3. Comes across to take this throw for Tottenham. Throw in taken by Nilden. Crystal Palace supporters trying to get their team going. 10 minutes ago until the break. Cheeky, Hungarian, on her first start this afternoon. Experienced player who's had to bide her time to get her first start in the WSL. Here is Cheeky now. Ball played down the line and laid back off to Vinberg. Oroff forward to Nilden. A good spell of possession. Crossing opportunity, perhaps. They try and lay the ball back, but Nilden nowhere near that pass again, though. Palace just sitting a bit deep at the moment, inviting more pressure from Tottenham. Cheeky. Oh, seemed to catch himself in the wind there. No problem. Back pass again. Skids across the surface and was almost blown out of play on this near side of the field. You can see from our vantage points, and you can probably see by the flag in the assistant referee's hand just how, if anything, the wind seems to have increased since kickoff. Everett. She gets it back from Green. Weirden. Potter couldn't quite find a pass, albeit the right idea. Here's Vinberg. England works it out to Nilden. Tottenham looking really comfortable playing the conditions right now. And that's a nice ball play through. Palace clear their lines this time. Hunt. Pass allows England to try and put the goalkeeper under pressure. Well, to keep the ball in play there. Crystal Palace have not had a good record in London derbies so far this season. This is their fifth. They've lost all four. Work it out as an aggregate, it's 21-2. Chelsea the only side to lose each of the first 5 in the competition. And at the moment it looks as though it's heading that way. But that was a better attack from a Palace point of view. The cross not too far away from Stengel. Nilden goes down, no free kick given. Palace may have an opportunity here. Cato gets it into the box, and the cross comes in. Tottenham calmly play their way out of danger, though. Everett. Former England youth international. Vastly experienced captain, twice a promotion winner, not just with Crystal Palace. She also got promoted with Leicester, Palace's direct rivals in the relegation battle at the minute. It's Everett who puts the ball out of play, so the Crystal Palace player can receive some treatment. Green, who is back up on her feet now, and Tottenham give it back to Palace as they try and build from the back. Here is Everett now. Green having to get the ball away up to the halfway line. They will have the wind behind them in the second half. Crystal Palace. Gagey can't win the ball, it's forwards and away as far as Oroth. So conditions are a little better than this next weekend because Spurs are playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tickets on sale right now for that match. On Sunday, Manchester United are the visitors. They kick off in the final game of the weekend against Brighton. 6:45. After this, we've got Leicester, Liverpool, West Ham, Everton, both getting underway at 3 o'clock. One game has been concluded today. Giro Reeton scoring a late penalty as Chelsea beat Arsenal 1-0. Katie McCabe sent off in that incident. Beth Mead here. Well, in the end, that was neither a cross nor shot, and it's behind for a goal kick. Just the solitary minute then will be added at the end of this rather chaotic first period. I think even the players will be pleased to get into the dressing room at half-time. Green comes over to take this throw. Sharp did her best to try and win the ball back. Tottenham, I'm sure, will just happily keep hold of the ball as we play out the last minutes of this half. Forward from Cato, but it's intercepted. We're into that minutes of added on time now. Tottenham, can they get a third? Vinberg. Vinberg gets it back. They work the ball into the channel. The cross comes in from Nilden. Goalkeeper came to gather the ball, got something on it. Took a Tottenham player with her. It was an important interception though from Mayasari. England was the player who was challenging for the ball. She's all right now, back up on her feet. And this will be a time throw right at the end of the half. Nailed it. Barely have time to work it into the box now. Vinberg. Good run from Nilden. She does get the cross in. Sharp. Within millimetres of conceding a corner, does get it out for a throw. And the referee, Lucy May, brings an end to first half proceedings. Few will be surprised with this scoreline. 2-0 with 2 goals from Beth England. Palace have by far and away not been out of this without creating any massive opportunities, but there hasn't been too much between those 2 goals. Let's bring you the highlights then of this first half. Of these sides at half-time, it's going to be Tottenham who are kicking from left to right in this second period. This is a Crystal Palace team very much adjusting, getting themselves to grips with the level. We are at exactly the halfway stage of the WSL season now. And they know that, well, they need to find points, they need to find results from somewhere. They currently sit bottom of the table as the ball is cleared away from danger by Molly May Sharp. Laura Kaminski has handed a number of teenage players more minutes, in fact, than any other of the sides in the WSL this season. Among them today, 18-year-old Alexia Potter. As Palace come forward on the attack here with Gagel. Gagel looks up and drills the cross in. It's sliced clear out for a Palace throw. Palace supporters making for a colourful partisan backdrop behind that goal with the flags. They were there in good number in the first half. I think 1 or 2 maybe finding cover in other parts of the stadium at the moment. Palace attack the goal at that end. Ball is flicked on for Weirden. Weirden plays the cross back into the box. Tentative delivery. It's away, but they try and get this throw going quickly. It's Hayley Nolan who throws it back to Everett, the captain. Josie Green, the former Tottenham player, chips it into the channel. Cato. He's down under a challenge. This referee, Lucy May, wants a season ticket holder with Portsmouth before venturing into serious refereeing, which took up her Saturday afternoons. And Sundays, of course. But I'm quite glad she wasn't watching them yesterday at West Brom. As the ball comes in, it's turned in at the near post. And Palace, within 3 minutes of the second half getting back underway, they do get a goal back. As with the 2 Tottenham goals in the first half, it came from a cross and it was finished superbly by Katie Stengel. Drifted in at the near post, no one picked her up, and it was slammed into the roof of the nets. Ball is behind for a goal kick then, to be taken by Mayasari. Tottenham have conceded more goals than anybody else in the WSL this season from crosses, and they're susceptible again. Good defending though. The ball is brought away by Nilden. Couldn't keep the ball in play there. It's a throw-in on the halfway line. Stengel, player from the USA, has probably been the most dangerous player, attacking-wise anyway, in this first period. The Crystal Palace suddenly changes the whole complexion of the game in this second half, and it's a throw-in for Palace now, which is taken a little too quickly there. And they're caught in an offside position this time, and that particular attack breaks down. Neville, vastly experienced player in this Tottenham side. It was a risky ball, but she managed to find Nilden on the far side and out for a throw. First goal that Lies Kopp has conceded since she joined Tottenham. Did keep a clean sheet on her debut at the weekend. She was cup-tied for the League Cup defeat against West Ham in midweek. Back in goal this afternoon. Palace win a free kick here. Goal inside the first 3 minutes in the game being played at the King Power Stadium today between Leicester and Liverpool. Olivia Smith putting Liverpool in front after just 3 minutes of that one. A West Ham lead at home to Everton over in Dagenham, and it's Shakira Martinez with the 9th minute goal in that game. Here, Crystal Palace are looking to bounce back, but it's Tottenham on the attack this time, and the ball is played into the box and calmly played back to the goalkeeper by Lily Woodham. Tottenham come forward again though, laid off by Aroth, and the ball is hooked into the box, volleyed away. May's shot providing the cross for Stengel's finish to make it 2-1. Lovely touch to control the ball in midfield. Nilden then finds Cheeky. Challenge comes in, it was a fair one. Palace come away with the ball again now, looking for runners. They do have the overlapping run available now. Woodham goes forward, and Woodham down under a challenge. We'll see a change in a moment for Tottenham, but there's a Tottenham player down, and Palace play to the whistle. They try and get the ball into the channel for Weirden to chase, but it's Spurs who come away with the ball down the line from England. Wimberg tries to put the defender under pressure. Game opening up at both ends of the pitch now. Gagel. Here is the goal scorer, Stengel. Stengel threads it through, and it's a decent ball as well. It was a tight angle, but the shot still came in. And Tottenham just about get it away. Drilled back in again by Gagel. Good chance though for Weirden. She made the most of it. Still had a lot to do to get the shots away from that angle. And it was very well kept out by Kopp. But Spurs are under pressure. Mead is a heavy touch this time. It was picked up by Neville. Jessica Naz preparing to come on for what will be the first change of this game for Tottenham. And this will be the opportunity for that substitution now. Maybe no great surprise that it's Hayley Raso who makes way. Player who got booked midway through the first half and in the real thick of the action. Tottenham's number 7 preparing to come on. Player who made her debut for England against the Republic of Ireland back in the summer. Player who provided 7 assists in the league last season. And an ever-present in the Tottenham side, Naz as well last season. Good player to bring on in these difficult circumstances, which Tottenham have made for themselves. Sharp knocks it into the channel. Cato waits for the throw-in. We're going to see a change in response in a moment for Crystal Palace. Abby Larkin preparing to come on. It'll be Sharp who's going to make way. Nolan. Decent pass forces. Gagel a little wide, but the cross is hooked in, and Sharp arriving at the far post, and the Tottenham defender got themselves in the way to concede the corner. Look at how she managed to dig out that cross from the byline. Really good delivery, and the result, it's a Crystal Palace corner. They'll take this one before we see that change. Players queuing up on the edge of the box. Lexi Potter. Millie Gagel. The ball is going to be played in though to a crowded penalty area. Flicked on, and Tottenham will clear their lines. Here is the substitute Naz. That's out for a Crystal Palace throw. Green will take this one. Lead all the way back to Bartrip. Neville. Up the goalkeeper. Calm as you like. Spurs happy to slow down the pace of this game after a frantic beginning to the second half that saw Crystal Palace pull a goal back early on. Arthur Thomas. Can't get there. England gives chase, but Palace will work the ball out from the back, and this is a really positive forward run, and they work the ball out to Gagel. He's seeing more of the ball now. Neville gets across though and reads the situation well, smells danger, and comfortably picked up again at the back by Tottenham. Needs support. England are off. They're queuing up now. Eventually a deep cross does come in, and it's England! It's the hat-trick! Oh no, it's not. Just as she peeled away to celebrate, the flag went up on the far side. Well, big let-off for Palace. Again, they don't deal with the ball into the box. That was a tight call, but the assistant was well positioned. Worth remembering, this is the third meeting between these teams this season. Tottenham 4-0 winners on the opening day. 2-0 winners in the League Cup as well. Collision there. 2 players taken out. Cheeky is down. Let's have a look then at the goal that got Crystal Palace back into the game at the beginning of this second half. Came within 3 minutes of the restarts. Molly May sharp, slightly blurry, but I can tell you it is her. Crossing the ball in, and really well getting across the defender there, Katie Stengel. Clever finish. She was top scorer for Liverpool over a couple of seasons in the WSL. And it's Mai Kato who is down with an injury for Tottenham. Does give us a chance then to look at the 2 goals that have given Tottenham the advantage here this afternoon. Both of them coming within 9 minutes of each other in the first half. The first one coming from a cross from Ashley Neville, and look at that, guided into the corner, made it look so easy, but it wasn't. She got up above the defender, left England to score, and this so simple to make it 2. It came from a corner. England this time again rising high above the defence, and Tottenham at that stage 2-0 to the good. That lead though has been halved. Both players are back. Sitting back up anyway, but still receiving a little bit of treatment there. It's Anna Cheeky, the player who's down, the former Ferencvaros, Gothenburg, Hakian player. Spurs were Palace were preparing to make a substitution, which they will probably do in a few moments' time, but this might change things a little, although thankfully both players are up on their feet as they go through the protocol, as is the case if it is a head injury. Neville. Strong header from Neville to try and get the ball back downfield. Nolan. Stengel gets an early cross in. It is the equaliser. Well, minutes after Beth England had an effort ruled out that would have made it 3-1 at the other end, Ashley Weirden turns home from close range. Katie Stengel involved once again, scorer of the goal that got Palace back into it. This time it was a delightful assist, perfect ball in, simple finish, and from 2-0 down, Palace have got it back to 2-2. Well, they said they had trouble scoring goals this season, and they've had 2 in this second half. And, well, the comeback is well and truly on. And the news just keeps getting better because Leicester have, well, I say good news, not so good news. They were 1-0 down to Liverpool. They've actually equalised. I thought it was a second goal. It was a second goal. It is 1-1 there. But doesn't really matter from a Palace perspective as the flag goes up there anyway. They are in the ascendancy. And what it has meant is that substitution that we were waiting for has, for the moment, been put on ice. What a game this has turned out to be. First goal in Crystal Palace colours. The first goal in over 2 seasons for Weirden, and it makes it 2-2. Naz the substitute on the attack though for Tottenham. They certainly have enough danger in their side, and the ball is put over the bar in the end. Kamorov, who joined the club from Real Madrid. Back in September. A vastly experienced player, Oroth as well. Only one other player has made more appearances in Real Madrid's history for the club. Got 3 goals in the League Cup competition, scored a couple against Sheffield United, scored against Charlton in the previous round as well. Now the Dutch international, her first WSL goal. Now she has an opportunity to create more problems for Tottenham. The cross was gathered this time though. That end of the ground is certainly the way that you want to be attacking in this game with these conditions. Nolan. Woodham on loan from Seattle Reign. Welsh international. He previously played for Bristol City in the WSL. Challenge comes in on Cheeky. No free kick given, and it gives Crystal Palace the opportunity to come forwards again. It's crossed up by Woodham. Ball down on the edge of the box. An opportunity for Cato to get it in. It's hammered towards the near post. Real awkward one for Cobb, who handles it well. Players queuing up again, waiting, anticipating in this whether that the ball might slip out of her grasp. You're going to see that Crystal Palace change in a moment, and having conceded that equaliser, Tottenham preparing a couple of switches themselves, and it's going to be a double substitution, in fact. Leanne Gunning-Williams is going to come on for the visitors. First we'll see the home side's change though, and Molly May Sharp, who had a hand in that opening goal. It was her cross that produced that goal for Crystal Palace to get back into the game, and it's Abby Larkin who comes on for her. Republic of Ireland international, did play at the World Cup last year. Who made a senior debut for her country as a 16-year-old. That toss always difficult to deal with. First time clearance, picked up in midfield. Is played in again. The goalkeeper came for it, saw nobody was arriving, allows the ball to go out for a goal kick. Manabula and Leanne Gunning-Williams are preparing to come on for Tottenham the next time the ball goes out of play. We've got 20 minutes remaining, and this game, well, who knows what way it's going to go now. Bring the ball under control there. Arthur Thomas alongside England. Haven't seen too much of the ball, too many opportunities for Tottenham in this game so far. An attacking outlet, but she hasn't really been utilised. Lovely cushion pass from the goal scorer. Find Gagel. Hunt did well to deal with that one under pressure. Played off of the Crystal Palace player for the throw, and we will see that change now. And confirmation then of the double substitution. Matilda Winberg, the Swede, makes way, and so too Mate Oroff. Going to see a change for Crystal Palace in a moment as well. Olga Aitinen, the joint vice-captain, is the player who comes on in place of her. Tries to close down. Tottenham worth remembering without some important players this afternoon, as Naz picks it up on the edge of the box into a crowded penalty area. Didn't really have the power to cause any problems. Spence, the latest player missing this afternoon, and she is a vitally important player, as we know, for Tottenham. Woodham with the throw for Crystal Palace. Green switches it to the right-hand side. Cato tries to force a mistake, tries to win a corner. Good strength, good positioning behind for a Tottenham goal kick. Palace have actually lost each of their last 4 meetings with Tottenham without even scoring before this game. Two of the substitutes on for Spurs, Jessica Naz and Olga Leitinen, were on the score sheets on the opening day of the season when Tottenham were such convincing 4-0 winners. Naz was the target here. Good sliding challenge though, puts it out for a throw. We're going to see a change for Palace, although there's a player down in need of treatment first and foremost. Well, we have this mini break in play. Worth reminding you to stay on top of the latest news, fixtures and ticket information. Sign up to the Word on Women's Football. You can click at the link at the top of the YouTube description to sign up. Behind the scenes content, exclusive competitions and the opportunity to vote in the Barclays monthly awards. Well, it's the player who scored such an important goal for Crystal Palace to make it 2-2 who makes way. And it's a pretty good substitution to be able to bring on as well. Annabelle Blanchard. Any supporters raised 1 or 2 eyebrows that she wasn't starting this game. Palace's number 10 is on for the final 14 minutes. We're going to see a substitution for Spurs as well, which will be a debut for Olivia Holt in a moment. Hunt. Australian drills it into the edge of the box. Leitinen. Tried to thread the pass through that time. Kept in play by Barclays. With Claire Hunt, summer signing from Paris Saint-Germain. Mud all over the shirts of Cheeky. Jockeyed out of play by Nilden. Now the throw comes in, a diving header to clear from Crystal Palace defender. It was Josie Green's header. Cheeky on the ball now. Naz. Neville Has space to look up and get the cross in this time. England makes the connection, and it's behind for a goal kick with 12 minutes plus a little bit more stoppage time, you would imagine, to go in this second half. We've had a couple of more lengthy stoppages. Has made the run and got in behind the defence here. If she can get the cross in, it's brilliant skill from her. She cuts the ball back. England couldn't quite read the lines though. Desperate for that hat-trick, but it's not quite falling for her at the moment. But it was a brilliant run and bit of skill from Naz as it's played back into the box. This time England lurking again. Green happy to concede the corner. Going to see a debut for Crystal Palace in a moment too. Not before this corner though. Through a crowded box. Naz can't get there first. Spurs will have a throw as the ball just sits up in that pool of water on the edge of the pitch. And this time it's the goalkeeper who is down. And we will see a change here. Olivia Hoot comes on, the Danish international. Had spells with Fortuna, Hjøring and Rosengarden. Has been working her way towards fitness at Hotspur Way following an injury layoff. But having joined the club earlier this month, the Tottenham number 11, well, she's got the best part of it, 10-11 minutes to come on and make a big impact. Both head coaches using the opportunity to pass on a few instructions to their players before we get back underway. Hoot receiving instructions on the sideline. Confirmation, it's Martha Thomas who is the player that makes way. Back in the side today, having scored in midweek in the League Cup, but she was unable to get on the score sheet this afternoon. Not such great news coming from the King Power Stadium. Leicester have come from behind to lead 2-1 now in that game against Liverpool. Leicester second from bottom coming into this game. Goodwin with the second goal there. Important then for Crystal Palace to get something from this game. Nolan. First opportunity for Holt to get hold of the ball. She couldn't there, but it's a throw. Battles for the ball now and concedes the foul there. Has been a week where Chelsea have set a new world record Naomi Girma joining from San Diego Wave, reportedly £900,000. That is the case, she'd become the first women's $1 million player. Still a slightly different stratosphere to these two sides, that's for sure, but Tottenham certainly ambitious to compete at the top end of the table, if not this season, then in the coming years. But if they're to do so, they really need to be looking to win these kind of matches, and more comfortably as well. Only 1-0 winners against Leicester last weekend too. A 2-goal lead thrown away here. It could get even worse for them. Stendhal slightly overhit the pass through for Kato though. Holtz concedes a throw. It's difficult enough making your debut, let alone coming off the bench in the latter stages of a game in this kind of weather. The pitch really cutting up Sutton United's home on a Saturday. Crystal Palace's home in WSL. They haven't seen many points, they haven't seen enough points here. Blanchard almost latching on to that one. Neville's clearance, and Willie Woodham is down and calling towards the referee. She is back up on her feet now. Massive clearance, takes an eternity to come down. Blanchard now. And Potter, decent ball out wide. Here is Woodham. Now they try and build down the left-hand side. Woodham gets the 1-2. Manages to skip away from the first challenge. Martin stood her ground though. Spurs remain winless on the road since victory at Bristol City in March of last season. Came into this with 4 wins in their last 6 in all competitions. That only defeat against West Ham in midweek, but this is very much from their perspective 2 points dropped. Eventually is given a free kick, a foul on Aitanen. Aitanen takes it quickly. Referee though is going to tell him to get back and take it again. And well, this is the substitution and the change that the Crystal Palace supporters have been waiting for. It's a debut for Clarissa Larisi, the Canadian forward. Much expected of her. Had a brilliant scoring record during her time in Scotland with Celtic. Played under the Tottenham boss, Robert Wilhelm. Said you can feel the passion and excitement since she's been at the club. And the Canada international coming on for Katie Stengel for the final moments of this game. And the other change, Felicity Gibbons, former Brighton player, comes on in place of Woodham. Woodham, coincidentally, had been booked just moments before that substitution. Confirmation of that yellow card there. Only the second of this game. back by Hunt. Neville plays it square for Aitinen. Oops, hasn't quite got into this game yet, the substitutes. Robbed of the ball again there. Blanchard now. Neville hangs the ball over the top. Naz goes down. No free kick is given. And with 30 seconds remaining, with the score still at 2-2, we are going to have 6 minutes of time added on. Still plenty of time for one of these two teams to get the winner. Big ball downfield from Mayasari, the goalkeeper who's making her WSL debut for Crystal Palace this afternoon. And now it's Blanchard. Blanchard tries to thread it through and find Larisi. Confirmation then, 6 minutes of added on time. Good skill from Larisi. Ball is laid off and they manage to just about keep hold of possession, but they'll have to build from the back again. Nolan. Nolan knocks it high, knocks it long. Easy for Neville to get away. And the run this time has been made by Gunning Williams, a really bright, skillful player. Hadn't played much first team football in the WSL anyway, coming into this season. As the ball is hooked into the box, England heads it on. Naz is waiting, but it was a free header to get the ball away. Gunning Williams couldn't bring the ball under control there. Last season, Gunning Williams scored 14 goals in just 26 games during her loan spell with Ipswich. It's just finding her in the right areas in the final seconds of this match. It is the problem for Tottenham, who, well, they haven't really created much at all in this second half. The one big talking point, the one big opportunity was that effort that was ruled out from Beth England, which would have made it 3-1. Here is England now, hooks it forward, nobody there for it. And that will be a Crystal Palace throw. England, Naz into the box, looked like she was hauled down there. It is a free kick this time. And a yellow card as well for Amy Everett. Taking one for the team really, because she was through on goal. She was going to be bearing down on goal, but absolutely no doubt this is a free kick. The Palace captain into the book. And this presents a big opportunity for Tottenham. Number of players in consultation. Four in the wall. Kiki stands over it. Holt. We fancy this too. It is right on the edge. This is the moment for Tottenham. Will there be late drama? It's over the top. It is in. What a moment for Tottenham. The 94th minute. And what a way to make your mark. The technique was superb. And it's a debut goal for Olivia Holt. They will barely have time to kick back off. Heartbreaking for Crystal Palace, who'd done so well to battle their way back into this in the second half. And the Dane with a quite delightful free kick. It has been treacherous. It has been scrappy. But that was a moment of absolute quality. Naz goes for goal. It was a good save. It was heading in. Mayasari with a good block. Angel knocks it hopefully forward, but it was overrun in the end by Clarissa Larise. No debut goal at the other end, and that may just about be that. The 6 minutes are up. We did have a stoppage before that free kick was taken. And Liza Kopp will take all the time in the world over this goal kick. Blanchard, ball just got stuck, and there is the goal scorer, Holt, who wins the ball. Look downfield, Naz can't get it, nor can Holt, but it's played forward rather desperately, nobody there waiting for it, so Nilden will clear, off of a Crystal Palace player as well. And that is the full-time whistle. A debut to remember for substitute Olivia Holt. A superb free kick in the 95th minute of the game.